Hello, friends, and welcome to another Make It Monday Facebook Live. I am Jamie Sales, independent Stampin' Up demonstrator, and today is Monday, September 2nd, 2024. Let me refresh my page, make sure we're actually up and running. And while I'm doing that, let me ask you to please say hello, whether you're watching live or the replay. It's always nice to know who's here with me. And I just recently started, there we are, fantastic, uploading some of these Facebook videos onto YouTube so that more people can find me, the non-Facebook people can find me. So if you're watching there, please leave a comment there as well, because it's good to know that people are finding me there. So I was not here last week, but I had a great weekend with some very good friends, and I am now back at the table, craft table, and ready to get going. Hi Peggy, thanks for being here and for sharing. I had a different project planned for tonight, and then it occurred to me that the new catalog starts Wednesday this week. So I kind of switched gears, and we're going to do something from the new catalog tonight. So I'll have that for you here in just a second. But before we get into that, let me mention quickly, I mentioned the new catalog starts Wednesday. If you do not yet have a copy and you would like a copy, let me know and I will get one of those to you. If you're a person who normally stamps with me, I will have one for you the next time I see you, unless you need it before that. So reach out and let me know. But you'll be able to view those online starting Wednesday. Also Wednesday, you'll also be able to find online a new digital brochure. They're not printing it out this time, but Stampin' Up recently joined with Close to My Heart, which was another paper crafting company, and Close to My Heart was really geared heavily towards scrapbookers. And so Stampin' Up is getting back into that world a little more involved. So there's a digital scrapbooking brochure that you'll be able to see on Wednesday. There are some new designer series papers in there, some new stamp sets, 12 by 12 cardstock. That's two-tone, so two shades of the same color on either side. What else? And some ephemera packs that coordinate with some of our existing things. So whether you're a scrapbooker or not, check that out on Wednesday as well. I did not print out that whole brochure. It's multiple pages, so I did not print that out, but you can find that online Wednesday. And what else? Hi, Donna. Thanks for being here. Janine, hello. Peggy, thanks. I appreciate the fact that you were looking for me or wishing I were here. What else business? Nothing else on the schedule for this week. My next stamp camp here at the house is Saturday, September 14th. So I think that's the business for tonight, except to give away the card from last time. Last time I was actually live, I do have another piece of business, but last time I was live, I created a card and then showed a couple other cards using the Potions and Spells bundle. That's going to be found in the new catalog. Let's give that card away, and then we'll kind of get into it. So bear with me for a second while I turn the phone down and rotate so you're not upside down. Now we're doing some adjusting here. Here comes a spin. Okay, let's see where that gets us. I think we're good there. Okay. Last week I had, or 2 weeks ago, 5 people mentioned that they shared my video. Doing that got their name on this list. And we'll now roll the die. And number 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Peggy, congratulations. You win again. So Peggy, that card will be on its way to you soon. If you choose to share the video, come back, leave a comment. Let me know you shared because Facebook does not always give me those names. Here you'll see a host code for the coming month. Sorry, let me make this a little bit smaller. If you choose to place an online order and you use this code, that helps me earn some free perks that I can then share with you. And I also wanted to mention, so I did have one more piece of business, my next round of to-go packs. I started earlier this year offering to-go kits, and what that gets you is 5 card kits focused on one stamp set. And the first one, the one that we're in the ordering period for now, is focused on the More Than Autumn stamp set. I did a little quick video last week and just kind of talked about it quickly, but you will get all the supplies you need to create 5 cards focused on this bundle. You also get an additional $20 in products. You get written directions and video directions. And it's a quick turnaround. I put an ordering date for that by tomorrow. So short notice, I realize, I'm sorry, but September is going to be a crazy busy month for me. So if you want in on this, let me know by tomorrow night so I can get that ordered when those go live. Does not include the stamp set or dies, but you're welcome to use mine at a kit night, or you can purchase your own and get a deal on the class. Okay, let me pull that back in real quick. This is the stamp set I'm working with tonight. I thought, well, hi Veda. Hang on, I think I missed some comments and now I can't see them. You're very welcome, Peggy. Donna said, hi Karen and everyone, and I didn't see Karen. So hi Karen, hi Veda, thanks for sharing, Veda. I love this stamp set. It's the first one that caught my attention in the new catalog. We've got a lot of sentiments you can see that you can mix and match. Some fun images that work for fall or I feel like winter holidays. And then the dies that coordinate can cut out all of those stamped images. We also have a smaller whipped cream for the top of your coffee or pie. We've got a fall leaf. We've got a lot of words: coffee, latte, cocoa, pumpkin, apple, hot, seasoned, spice, and nothing's better than. We're going to work with those tonight. So let's get going. Got some very vanilla cardstock here that I'm going to stamp on. I'm going to start with Memento Black ink because I'm going to color these with my Stampin' Blends. So we've got a donut. We've got a cup. We're going to do... I'm actually putting this small pumpkin on the cup like that. I'm checking all my stamps. A cinnamon stick here. I can squeeze that in right there. And this larger pumpkin came from a different stamp set. So the small one is in this More Than Autumn. This larger pumpkin came from the Choose Happy stamp set. We've got a larger pumpkin there and an apple right there. You can put a jack-o'-lantern face on your pumpkin if you choose to. And this one has some great words too that I will use for a later card, I feel like, because we've got Thanksgiving there, we've got autumn, fall, boo. I feel like we can use those for some fall cards as well. But these I'm going to just quickly color in with my Stampin' Blends. So my cinnamon stick, we're going to go, oh, that's kind of dark. We're going to go over with some copper clay. My donut, I did not pull out all of the blends I need. Okay, let me backtrack. We're going to make our pumpkins colored in with dark pumpkin pie because that just makes sense, doesn't it? Okay, so I mentioned I have a very busy September. Let me chat at you while I'm coloring. I have 2 trips planned for September, and I also have an out-of-town guest coming. So it's going to be a very busy month for me. So I'm working on sorry, I just pulled out another pumpkin pie blend and I thought, hang on, wait a minute. Did I use the right thing? I just happen to have 2 of those. Excuse me while I find the rest of the blends that I did not pull out of the drawer. There's light pumpkin pie. I want that for my donut. So anyway, my month will be busy, so I need to kick myself in gear and get all my ducks in a row for my September and early October classes, as well as craft shows. I'm going to actually be out of town when my biggest craft show of the year is scheduled, which was really a bummer. So I called my sister, and she's generously agreed to man the craft show booth for me. But I feel like that means I need to really get everything extra prepared and organized and all of that. Looking for, okay, we're going to wing it because I failed to pull out the markers I wanted. This is the medium, yeah, that'll work for a donut color. This is one of the mediums in our naturals pairs. Those come in light, medium, medium dark, and dark. This one happens to be in the medium family, or the medium pair. And the last thing I want to do is color that center part of that wrapper, light crumb cake. Because I feel like these are often brown wrappers around the middle. So we're going with a light crumb cake so that our pumpkin kind of pops. Okay, that's all the coloring I'm going to do. So there's that. And then you could take, these are very easy to cut out. They're simple shapes, but there are the dies. So we can cut out the donut and the cup and the cinnamon stick. Because this larger pumpkin came from a different stamp set, there is not a die for that. But again, it's an easy shape to just fussy cut. So I've done that. So here are those pieces. And a cinnamon stick. Where's my cinnamon stick? Okay, I may end up cutting that one out if I can't find it. It's a small piece to kind of just shove around on my busy desk. And then the other thing I wanted were, instead of stamping sentiments, I'm going to die cut sentiments. And so this is a piece of peach pie cardstock. And I'm going to bring in one of our adhesive sheets. These come 12 in a package. You can find them on page 117 of the annual catalog. But they come 12 sheets, 6 inches by 12 inches. And they can easily be cut down. Which I guess I'm going to do because I don't see the one that I already had cut. So I'm just going to take my scissors and cut a piece off. This will be more than I need. And I'm going to put this straight across my cardstock like that. So I'm going to go ahead and trim off that piece that overhangs. Okay, and I'll save that for another piece. And this is designed to have, it's got 2 pieces where it's cut for you. So I can peel off this section. And now this is sticky. So I'll stick that on the end of my piece of cardstock. And what this is doing, if you're not familiar, is it's going to allow me to create stickers. So now I can come in here and pull off the next section. And the last one. So those little divisions are easy because what it does is allows you to not have to pull all the backing off at once, because I tend to get it all over my hands when I do that. Okay, so now we've got our adhesive there. I will flip this over, and I'm going to actually go ahead and cut one. What do I want? Pumpkin. Pumpkin, let's do pumpkin season. Because, no, I'm going to pay attention to it was on this area. So I can line these up. I'm going to set these here. Pumpkin season. And I'm going to go ahead and bring in my Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine now that we've got the wider view. And we'll go ahead and cut that on screen so you can watch the magic happen. I like to have a lot of things pre-cut, but if you're someone who's newer or not as familiar with how this works, I feel like it's good to see it sometimes. Let me shuffle around so we're on screen a little better. Maybe I'm going to try and raise you up a little bit. Oh, okay, sorry. So it's not the best view, but hopefully you can get the idea. I've got my cutting plates here. I'm going to add my cardstock with my dies on it. Add another plate. And now I'm going to crank this through. You see when I start cranking, it starts drawing in. Then it's kind of an odd setup because of the way I'm trying to stay on screen and have it show, and it makes the camera bounce around, but hopefully it gives you the idea. And sometimes when what you're cutting is extra thick, you'll go forward and back just to give it an extra run over the cutting surface. But let's flip it and see. Oh yeah, it cut. See, it's starting to pop right out. So that one's in there. So sometimes it sticks in the die and sometimes it just stays in your paper and then you can just press it out. And if it is stuck in your die, sometimes I just drop it on the table and it pops out. I'll usually give it a little better toss and it pops right out. But you can also use your take your pick tool. There's several holes here that you can poke and it pops right out. And there is our die cut word. So we're going to use those on our card. Sorry, I'm wrapping my mind around what I'm doing and where my stuff is. I think we're ready to assemble. So, yeah, sorry, Peggy. The setup is not perfect. I know that, but hopefully it gave you an idea. So I have here a piece of Cajun Craze cardstock, 11 inches by 4 1/4. I've scored it in the middle at 5 1/2. And I had kit night tonight and I moved some of my things to the kitchen and didn't bring a bone folder back, but that's our card base. And then for my next layer, I actually have a piece of designer series paper. I thought this coordinated really well. This is from a paper pack in the new catalog. It is called Splendid Autumn with the beautiful watercolor prints on one side. These are just a few of them. I may have shown this once before. I love this one. I think this one's my favorite. These are 6 by 6 inch. And again, that's not all the designs. There are other designs in the pack, 48 sheets. But then the other side is more of a solid tone. So that's where this piece came from. So that's going to be my layer. I'm not going to attach it yet though because I want some ribbon on there. So we're just going to lay that in place. I like to lay things out before I fix everything down. So now let's bring in all those die cut pieces. I pre-cut Nothing's Better Than. And here we've got pumpkin. Let's see, pumpkin spice season. Your season. Now, I am not a pumpkin spice person myself. I don't care for pumpkin pie. I don't drink coffee. Pumpkin spice really does nothing for me. But I know that a lot of people are pretty excited about it. What do you guys think? Are you pumpkin spice people or no? So my words are kind of going to go there. Here's my cup and here's my cinnamon stick. I located it. So I'm going to just attach the bottom of my cinnamon stick to the back of my cup. So just a little dot of glue there. I think the fact that there's a cinnamon stick in it makes it scream more pumpkin. So we're going to do a cup. We're going to do a donut. And I think this pumpkin from the other set is going to go up here at the top. That's my general layout. And I wanted to fill this space with some ribbon. So, hi, Mrs. Dalton. We're not replay. We're still live. Peggy, I see your comment. Move it up a little. On my view, it looks like the card's on screen. Is that what you're talking about? I see that it's at the bottom, but it is on screen. And if I move it up any higher, I'm not going to be able to reach it. But this ribbon is another one in the New Fall catalog. And let me just hold it against a piece of white paper to show you that the color on this is actually wild wheat. Silky on the edges and kind of, you can see through it in the center. I don't know what that's called, but there's some white threading there, rougher in some spots. So that's what I'm going to use here, but I don't want it to be wild wheat. I want it to be the darker color to match my papers. So let me snip a piece off and show you that we can make that color matching happen. So this is a light Cajun Craze blend and pumpkin spice. Okay, hang on. Gotcha, good, Peggy. Pumpkin pie, yes. Pumpkin spice coffee, no, says Veda. That's fair, I guess, Veda. Sorry, I'm reaching for a piece of scrap paper here. I do want to put a piece of paper underneath my ribbon before I color it. So here's my wild wheat and white ribbon. I've got a light Cajun Craze Stampin' Blend. I'm going to pull off the brush tip side and using the side of my marker, just run it down the edge of the ribbon and in the middle. And voila. And because I'm going to make this into a bow, I'm going to do the back side also. Normally you only need to do one side. With some of the ribbons, it soaks through and you get the color on both sides. But I know I'm going to use this to tie a knot or a bow, and so I want both sides to be colored. So let's bring back in the other one again and compare. There, so you see the difference in the two colors. So an easy way to get the color ribbon that you need, even if we don't sell it. Peggy doesn't drink any coffee or eat any pie. Well, I'm with you on the pie. I'm with you on the coffee. I don't do coffee since college. I had a bad experience with too much coffee in college. There are some pies I like. I'm not crazy pie person, but there are some pies I like. I love blueberry pie. I love Dutch apple. Those are the two that I make. And I love coconut cream. Oh, making my mouth water. Janine says, no coffee either. Yes, pumpkin spice screams fall. You're right. Okay. Well, you can, and the scent of pumpkin spice, right? And Donna says, no pumpkin, nothing pumpkin. Well, which is kind of funny, Donna, considering that, what your granddaughters call you. Okay, that's going to be my general layout. You see, I'm not putting the ribbon all the way across the paper because I don't want it to show and hide my donut hole. So I'm actually going to attach the ribbon to this part of the donut. And I'm going to do that, I think, with a glue dot. So if I unwind, here's my next dot right here. So I'll just press that onto my donut. And when I peel it off, it's stuck to the back of my paper. And then I'm just going to stick my ribbon right to that glue dot so that it doesn't cross the hole. Okay. And again, let's just kind of set this in place. And then I am going to go ahead and attach my donut to the card. I'm just making sure that it's where I want height-wise so that this strip is about where I want it. So we're going to go about there. Let's add some glue to the back of my donut. Going a little The glue's not, there we go. So about here-ish. And that's where I dropped it, so that's where it's going to be. Okay. And then the end of my ribbon, I'm going to wrap around my designer series paper and attach it with just a little bit of tear and tape on the back side. Because if it's a solid ribbon, you can put some on the front. You know, you could put some right here. But because we can see through this ribbon, we don't want the adhesive to be where it's going to show through or even be tacky through there. So we'll wrap around to the back. That gives us a nice finished edge on to the ribbon. And while we're flipped around, let's go ahead and get some glue on here. And we'll go ahead and get this layer glued onto our card base. Donna had made a really cool card with this set that she showed me last night, and that kind of got me inspired. I know that I'll need to do some prep and planning for if I have any takers on my to-go packs. I need to get those cards planned and the videos filmed and get that all ready to go. And so we're going to put some dimensionals on the back of my cup. You can see here I stamped on the opposite side already. And then flipped it over there. It's the beauty of a piece of paper. If you mess up on one side, just flip it over and try it again on the back. Okay, so our cup is going to go here. And then I kind of moved my words out of the way. Let's get those back in place, and then we'll pull off the stickers, and ba-boom. Let's see, nothing's better than pumpkin spice season. The spice season fits across, but pay attention to that with where the placement of your cup, so that you can make it fit. Okay, so here I am just going, whoop, that's a good catch. With my fingernail if you have one, or with your take your pick tool if you don't. You can just get under the corner, and you see that this adhesive sheet just very easily peels right off, and now I have a sticker. So I don't have to worry about getting glue on the back of these narrow sentiments. I just have to worry about getting it straight on the paper because there's no fudging it once you set it down. That's what I love about the liquid glue, is you've got some time to fudge stuff around if you need to move your placement a little bit. There we go. Okay. I love adhesive sheets. I don't always think to pull them out, but when I do, I'm reminded how much I love to use them. It just makes things so much easier. Oop. There we go. And nothing's better than. So you see with this one, I kind of picked out the paper around it because this one did not cut through all the way, but it cut through the cardstock, which was what I needed. That's why you see the backing here on it, but it's still cut the letter part that I needed, and still gives me a great sticker to work with. And I love that it even creates the apostrophe. Keeps your letters together, so you don't have to worry about your spacing with that phrase. Put the pumpkin up here in the corner. Gotcha, Donna. That's a good exception. Love the name. Allergic to coconut, Peggy. Oh, that comment is probably in reference to the fact that I said I love coconut cream pie. But I'm curious because my son has a nut allergy. And I know that coconuts are not nuts. He's not allergic to tree nuts, only peanuts. So my curiosity is wondering if people who are allergic to coconut are also allergic to other nuts. Okay, that's not the way I want it. Okay, I'm thinking and I'm pausing because you see, I'm just going to tie a knot, and when I do it this way, the tails go up. I want the tails to go down. So I'm thinking about how to, there we go. Sometimes I just have to change the angle a little bit and retie. So we're just going to do a knot here at the bottom and trim the tails. And on my lives, I don't normally do the insides. I leave those unfinished a lot of the time. Interesting. Well, thank you for the compliment. I'm glad that you're not allergic to other things, because everything that's added to your list is one further complication, right? Got a very vanilla card layer here. This is going to go on the inside because it's just going to make sense to me to add the sentiment from that set that says, except maybe you. Nothing's better than pumpkin spice season, except maybe you. And let's put a little pumpkin down at the bottom. Let me think. Let's do that bigger pumpkin instead. Some color on that one. So full card. Oh, this is the bad one. That's why I have two. Pumpkin and stem. I accidentally used wild wheat for a stem, and I kind of liked that. I'm always torn between, do I make the stem green or do I make the stem brown? But wild wheat seemed like a good compromise in between. So we're going to do an finished inside on this one. And there she is. So I wanted to just point out the cool dies. Again, you can build phrases, build your scenery, mix different stamp sets together. Lots of possibilities with the More Than Autumn bundle. Thanks. Thank you, thank you. I appreciate it. Okay, I'm going to rotate the camera. Here it comes. And bend you back up. Whoa. This phone stand is... I like the wider view. I love that we're horizontal now. I just need to figure out a better way to mount this than on the side of a plant, a planter. I've got a plant on my desk and the phone stand is clipped to it, and I need to figure out a better way to do that, but I digress. Thank you guys for hanging out with me. Thanks for watching. I hope you like the card. Don't forget to let me know if you need a catalog or view it online starting Wednesday. Also the additional scrapbooking brochure available online. And let me know if you're interested in the to-go packs for the More Than Autumn bundle, so I can get those prepped and ready in between my trips. And those will be ready for those who purchase those. I will have those for you on October 2nd. So it is, normally I don't have the deadline till the middle of the month. But again, because my month is so busy and I've got 2 trips planned, the deadline is much earlier this time. So let me know if you're interested in that. You guys have a wonderful week. And I will see you back here next Monday for a fun fold. We're going to do a fun fold next Monday on our next Make It Monday Live. Good night.